Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Dustin, the DelKo Reseller, and today I am just doing a video to kind of introduce myself and show you guys what hopefully the channel will be in the future. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified. That way you can keep up with us and kind of keep an eye out on new videos coming out. Don't know how frequently they'll be out, but to start with, we're going to do as much as we can to hopefully give you guys some good content and hopefully you enjoy it. But today we're just doing an intro video to kind of explain what the channel is about and also give a brief history of myself, and hopefully you guys enjoy. To start off with, I'm going to give a little bit of brief history on myself. I've been a full-time reseller now for a year, but I've actually been reselling on and off as a side hustle for about 15 plus years. Goes clear back to grade school and junior high. When I first got started into this, I was flipping toys, Nerf guns specifically. Did very well with that in grade school and made quite a bit of money compared to a lot of kids my age just doing online reselling through my dad's account or whoever's account that we were using at the time. That branched off, and throughout the many years, even up through my retail career, I did all kinds of different side hustles with flipping Amazon pallets, stuff from Amazon pallets, even to doing wholesale from Funko. As you can see, I'm an avid collector behind me. But we kind of have had a few different side hustles with reselling on mostly eBay at the time. And that had kind of grown that interest in me, and I've always done it, just anything I could find to make a little bit of extra money. I've always wanted to do that, so it gave me an output to do that, and we've done it since, like I said, for about 15 plus years now. Now, I started out of high school into retail. Within 2 years, worked my way into retail management and did retail management for about 7 years. I was an assistant store manager and a store manager for 2 different companies, and that leads me up to about a year and a half ago, when I got started back into doing some flipping with some Amazon liquidation again, but this time it was from bin stores. If you're not familiar with that, I'm sure we'll have videos later on about it, but that I started sourcing some bin stores and really seeing that there was quite a bit of opportunity out there for the reselling gig. And at the time I was a little bit frustrated with my retail career. Like I said, I committed a lot of my time into retail management, and I loved the job, but really was struggling with the strict schedules, working all the weekends and stuff like that, that it just wasn't, the work-life balance wasn't there for me. Now, I'm not going to say reselling is for you if you don't like working, because I'll be honest, I work a lot more now than I ever did, but it's on my schedule. I can work it around family events or things that we want to do. So I still work harder and actually work longer hours, but I can put those hours when I want them, and it just makes it a lot easier to keep a better work-life balance with that. So at that point, that was when we kind of started to look at it as possibly something that we could do full time. That was again back in March of last year, I believe, 2022. So we started sourcing from there and decided to go ahead and set it up as a business and really get started into this reselling thing to see if it's something we could grow into taking full time. Now, with that being said, I actually decided to go full-time after sourcing from liquidation bins and a few other places within about 4 to 5 months. I can't do the math right off the top of my head, but in August is when looking at the numbers and seeing how our profits were looking compared to my current salary and the benefits and all that, we actually made the decision to go ahead and go full-time at that point. It's a scary decision, and honestly, it's probably one of the scariest decisions I've had, even from leaving other jobs, is the fact that, you're relying on yourself to make all your money. You're not, expecting a paycheck from somebody else. So it was a scary situation, and I'll be honest, it was a very quick situation. It wasn't a super long gap between when we kind of got back into it, really pushing hard, to when we went full-time. And I don't suggest that for everybody. But for me personally, eBay and Amazon were not new to me. I've been doing it for many years. I'd gotten into Amazon in the past couple of years. So that was not a new aspect for me. Running my own business was the new aspect to it, but I had experience in running, several $1 million grossing stores, retail stores, and so on. So I had some experience with that. Now I'm not an expert, and I'll be honest, I've made a lot of mistakes. But I had that experience. I felt like I had that confidence to make that decision, and that kind of helped speed up the process of going full time. So I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. It's not something you can just jump in and in a couple of months be ready. It takes a lot of inventory, it takes a lot of knowledge, and a lot of experience selling before I recommend it to anybody. But at the August point, which was a year from right now, is when we finally decided to go ahead and make the leap. So I put my notice in with my company, worked out the rest of August, and then September 1st, I believe, was my very first day full-time as a full-time reseller. I can't say that I have any complaints. It is very stressful and it is very demanding. You have to be able to learn quick. You have to be able to adapt. And we'll talk about some of that in a later video as well. But it's definitely one of the most rewarding choices that I've made. It gives me a lot of, not a lot of free time, but a lot of time that I can make free for different events and different things and kind of work around it. But at the same time, I enjoy what I do. So going to work every day isn't a task for me, so to speak. So that's how I kind of got started. I know there's a lot of blank spaces in there, and we'll cover a lot of that throughout the later videos, but I want to move on into kind of what to expect from this channel and what my goals and plans are for it. There can always change, just like any business. You can adapt and change what you need to. But for this channel particularly, I don't want to focus on a lot of edited videos, and I know there's nothing wrong with those, but the problem is that there's so many people out there that have great content. I don't want to recreate content that I'm not going to be able to even come up to the point of making as good a content as some of the other creators out there. So my goal with this channel is more to share my experiences, not necessarily to teach. I'm not here to teach you everything. I know some things and I can teach you some things. If you watch the videos, you might take some things from it that can help you, and I hope you do. And that still is the reason I'm doing the videos, but I'm here to just share my day-to-day life, kind of a day in the life of a full-time reseller. We deal with eBay is about half of our business. Amazon FBM is about the other, I'd say, little less than half. And then we're actually jumping into Amazon FBA recently, just in the past couple of weeks, and we're expanding that portion of our business. So if that's something that you're interested in and you'd like to see kind of what we do on a daily basis, I mean, I do want to go kind of a blog style video, maybe do some longer live streams to show you guys just what happens in the day-to-day. I think that would be awesome. I personally love that type of content, and that's why I want to create some, because there's not that much out there, I don't feel like. So that's going to be the goal of the channel, more of a day in the life of a reseller for now. We may expand that later on, and so on, but that's kind of just my main goal for the first year here, to kind of grow this channel and to see what opportunity lies out there. If you guys like the content, that's great. If you don't, let me know. You know, if it's something that's not everybody's into, then, you know, we might change it up, but for now, that's kind of what I want to focus on and what the goal of the channel is. As far as content releasing, I do hope to upload, I would like to upload at least a video a week. To start off with. We'll see. Again, it's a lot of work, so I can't put my business on the back burner to do this, but I do want to hopefully do that. And I would also like to do at least, you know, hopefully a live stream a week or so. It'll take us a little bit to get started into that, but just to connect with you guys, allow you guys to get a chance to talk with me and me talk with you, and we can learn from each other and kind of grow a community that's just based off of, you know, everyday stuff. And hopefully that's something you guys are interested in. So if that's the case, if you're seeing this video for the first time and you haven't looked at the channel or anything like that, leave me a comment what you think, and then obviously go check out my other videos. Greatly appreciate that. Hit the like button, of course, all that good stuff. You know, every YouTuber says it, but it really does help us out with the algorithms and getting more views and more support and so on. So I would greatly appreciate that. But definitely go let me know in the comments what you would like to see. If you've got some ideas of stuff that you're not seeing from other content creators. Again, I would love to share my views and stuff like that of stuff that, you know, is an everyday occurrence. But if there's other kind of a general idea or something that you want me to address, or a particular issue that you have that you kind of would like to see some videos on, leave it in the comment box below. I'd greatly appreciate it, and we'll see what we can come out with. So I think that covers everything. Like I said, we'll expand into all the back history and all the experiences that I've had and what the kind of business is itself. But I do want to thank you for joining us. And like I said, we'll see you in the next few videos. Take a look at those if you haven't already, and hopefully you enjoy the content. Thanks. Have a great day.